Skin cancer removal often requires a skin graft afterwards. Skin can be grafted from pretty much anywhere. I am Jennifer, and today I had the opportunity to speak to Rylie Carmel about the removal of her basal cell carcinoma and the skin graft that came afterwards. Rylie's basal cell carcinoma was really close to her eye, like mine, so my heart really goes out to her because that shit sucks. Now, this recording almost didn't happen because, as you can hear, I sound terrible. I don't feel well today. I've definitely got something going on, and the weather is gray and cloudy, so my internet was terrible. This almost didn't happen at all. Hi, Rylie. It's so nice to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am 28 years old. I was born and raised in Texas. I was in the military for about 6 years, and
Ooh, what branch?
now I just do my own thing here in Michigan. I was recently diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma and underwent Mohs procedure in early January. So I am recovering.
Yay. What branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Air Force.
Okay, very nice. I was in the Navy.
Okay.
Thank you for sending the pictures. They're incredible. So let's go ahead and bring up that first set you sent me. And I'm assuming that these are what it looked like before you got it diagnosed.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at?
So the one on the left, with like you can see the bandana. So that was taken in, I want to say 2018. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just like a mole or something, because like I have a lot of moles. I don't know if you can see, they're all over my face, my body. And I go to the dermatologist annually. And I've had moles removed, and it just wasn't something that they thought was a concern. And then you can see on the right with me in the glasses, that was taken probably a few weeks prior to the biopsy. You can see it's grown in size. It's getting closer to my eye. And, I had started getting a little concerned with it because I had noticed some veins forming where the bump was.
Okay.
And I had taken some pictures of it. I documented it. But my dermatologist at the time didn't seem concerned with those pictures.
Rylie, tell me about the second picture that we're looking at, the one with the glasses.
Okay, so yeah, you can see that that was taken probably about 2 weeks prior to the biopsy being done. It's a lot bigger in size. It's getting closer to my eye. Some signs that I noticed that it was not something that I could just pass off was that veins were starting to come about within it. So I did, I did take some pictures of that, and I sent it to my dermatologist. That was probably 6 months prior to the biopsy, and they didn't really see any concerns with it. But then when it came time for that, annual skin mapping, they were like, nope, biopsy.
Yeah, dang, that sucks. So from like 2018, so yours was there for a couple of years, same as mine. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I can imagine that with you having all the moles that you have, because it really does just look like a mole in the picture. It looks like a mole.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about when you actually went to the dermatologist, the biopsy, all that. Skin grafts can come from the butt. They can come from somewhere else on the face, the arm, the thigh. Mine came from right in front of my ear. Before we talk about where Rylie's skin graft came from, if you haven't done so already, please take a second to like and subscribe and all the shit. That way we can get these videos out to more people to raise more awareness. Because I'm so close to 500 subscribers, and I can't tell you how excited I'm going to be to get there.
So I went, and he was like, yeah, this looks like basal cell carcinoma. And I'm just like, I hear the word carcinoma, and I'm like, what? And he was like, we're going to do a quick biopsy. And they also like biopsied one on my back, which was, what is it? Malignant or benign? Benign.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is benign. So they did that. And then I got the call, I think 2 weeks later, and they said that, it was cancerous, and that I was going to be referred to a specialist. And
Okay.
that was in August of 2022, and I didn't even get in for a consult until November.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure was agonizing for you because
Oh,
even just the 2 weeks for the biopsy is too long to wait.
oh, absolutely. Which, me being that type of person to look everything up, obviously I saw the absolute worst case scenario. I know I saw a TikTok of this very kind-hearted gentleman who, unfortunately it had progressed very far, and
Mm.
I think he had to get a skin graft from his thigh placed onto, I think it was his cheek, and I saw that, and he puts the googly eyes.
I have seen him.
Yes.
Yes.
And he puts the googly eyes, and I saw that, and I'm just like crying. I'm just like, oh my God, like what if it's that
Yeah.
bad? Um, and and I feel for him so much because he really just makes like such like a shitty situation. Because I mean, if you look at it, it's shitty, but he makes like
Yeah,
the
it's
best out of
shitty.
it. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking
Yes.
shitty. You have cancer.
Yep, absolutely. And I can't imagine what it was like having to wait that long in between diagnosis and procedure. Like, I would have been on the phone every day. Like, do you know I have cancer? This is cancer. What do you
Yeah.
mean 2 months? What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at?
So, I'm trying to see. Okay, so the one where I'm wearing the red shirt, that was like, I want to say 1 or 2 days post-op from the Mohs
Okay,
procedure. So you can see it's very, very like shiny and stuff. I have the ointment.
yeah, the ointment.
Yeah, I mean, I still wear the ointment because it gets very dry. But
Yeah.
and I want to say the one on where it's very close up, that was taken today actually. So it's very crusty. As much ointment as I put on it, it's still crusty, but you can kind of see at the top where that incision line was, because
Yeah.
I did had to get a skin graft from my chest.
Okay, so that's what these next pictures are. Let me go ahead and pull those
Yeah.
up because I was wondering, I was like, well, oh my gosh, did she have two? Or
Uh,
so that's the skin graft from the
yes.
chest.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
very interesting. In the second picture, it almost looks like a smooch.
Yeah, it kind of does. Like, I have, a chest
Yeah,
tattoo, and he was like, well, now you
yeah.
have some clouds. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, no.
Okay, because I was going through your pictures and I was like, oh my God, she had two in one day. That's horrible.
No, just what?
How painful was your area where they took the skin graft from afterwards?
Um, Honestly, it wasn't too painful. I think
Hmm.
it was just more irritating when I slept.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
because the stitches would come and like poke me in the face, and um, yeah, that was like the most irritating part, was like trying to sleep. But pain wise, probably like a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
So the pain was
And
very
your face
all around.
all around? The
Yeah.
pain rating, though, for your face?
Yeah, I mean, I was taking Tylenol consistently.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't wish this on anybody. I tell everybody, wear your
Nope.
sunscreen. And I, at the end of the day, like, I still sometimes cry because I see myself in the mirror, and I get weird looks all about because I have this weird black dot underneath my eye because it's still
Yeah.
healing. Like, I'm not gonna look normal.
Yeah,
My
it's
face isn't
tough
gonna
in the
look the
healing
same
phase.
anymore. But I
It's
guess you have to
hard
think
for
of it
you.
as we don't have cancer anymore.
Okay. It unfroze.
What's the last part you heard?
um that you look, I'm in the woods in Florida and the weather's bad. Like internet is just not gonna happen. So I did hear the part about where you get self-conscious because you've got a black spot under your eye that's
Okay.
healing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cut. Action. Um. Okay. But yeah, like I do get very self-conscious because I do have this like this nasty spot under my eye and people
Yeah.
wonder what it's about. Like I'll go to the doctor's office, like the chiropractor office, and he's just like, "Oh, I was wondering what that was because I got my ointment all over his table." Like that's embarrassing. Um and he was like, "I was curious what that was." I was like, "Wear your sunscreen so you don't have to figure it out." Um
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
So you're one of the sunscreen people now too. I tell
Oh,
everyone to wear
yes.
sunscreen. Wear
Yes.
it constantly.
Yes, I'll tell people like I work with because I work from home, and I'm just like, "Did
Hmm.
you know that it can come through your windows?"
Through the
Through
windows.
the windows. I was like, "But you have to get broad, what is it? Broad,
Broad spectrum,
yes, the
broadband.
broad spectrum." I was like, "You have to
Yeah.
get broad spectrum though." Because there's different type of ultra violet rays and stuff.
Hmm.
I was like,
So, short story, um, I work at a prison and we
okay.
have an ACA like accreditation coming up. And they were saying that we have to take all of the blinds down. And I was like, that doesn't work for me because I'm not going to sit here in the fucking sunlight all day.
No.
No. So I put in a reasonable accommodation request to have all of the windows in our building tinted.
Yeah.
Needless to say, we can keep our blinds up. I was like, no, I'm not gonna walk through work getting my ass fried every day. No,
No.
thank you.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, even inside we can get it. So do you have a favorite sunscreen?
Right now I'm using a Vino. Um,
Ooh,
yeah.
I haven't tried one of those.
It's like the orange bottle for the face.
Okay.
Uh, it's decent. It just has that very sunscreeny smell.
Yeah.
Not a fan, but I definitely want to branch out and try some other ones.
Yeah, definitely. I know you work from home. Do you go out much? Yeah, I know I don't mean to make you sound like a troll under a bridge, but you know what I mean? Like when you work from home, you may not leave the house as often.
I don't. I don't.
Like if I worked from home, I would probably never leave.
I work in my
So,
pajamas.
when you do go out, is it hard for you to remember to put on sunscreen now?
I try to put it on in the mornings.
Yeah, as part of
Yeah.
your just morning routine.
Yeah. Because I mean, growing up, I never put sunscreen on. And so, like, trying
Hmm.
to get into that habit and then trying to get my daughter into that habit. And she's just like,
Ooh, how old is she?
she's 8.
Oh,
Yeah. Ugh, turd.
yes.
Yes.
Girl, wait till she gets 12.
Yeah, but like just trying to get her into that habit. She's like, but it's 19 degrees in northern Michigan, mommy, and the sun's not out. I was like, I don't
The
care.
sun doesn't care.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care. Put your fucking sunscreen on.
Yeah. My daughter is convinced that because she is half Puerto Rican and she's naturally dark skinned and she doesn't need sunblock. So we battle with the you need to have sunblock on.
Yeah.
Her favorite thing to say is, I'm not white, mom.
That would be my reaction too.
People are being diagnosed with this hundreds, thousands of times a day.
I
So
believe
if
it.
you had to give advice to anyone who's who just got their diagnosis, what would your advice be?
Um, oh, that's a hard one because I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to say don't research it because I think when I did research it, I came across a lot of very beneficial pages like yours, and others
Thank you.
that,
Mm-hmm.
offer real perspective on the stages of going through it, and
Mm-hmm.
what to expect after because you it's not going to be the same. But I also, take it with a grain of salt when you do research it because not every single case is the same. And I think that's
No,
the
they're all
biggest thing.
different.
Yes, every single basal cell carcinoma is not the same.
Ours
So,
looked nothing alike.
yeah,
Like you and I had the same thing and they looked absolutely nothing alike. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing is like do your research, but at the end of the day, remember that yours is going to be different from the person that you're seeing.
Yeah, do your research, but don't lose your shit.
Yeah, basically.
Because let me tell you, I did research, and I freaked myself out. I freaked myself out.
Yeah.
Rylie, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. And I promise every crazy thing that happened with the internet is definitely going to be a blooper at the end because because I really love that you just rolled with it and laughed with me. Thank you so much. You are my people. I promise you're my people.
Love it.
Thank you so much, Rylie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, bye. Rylie and I can't thank you enough for taking the time to listen to her story. And remember, life is hard enough. It's even harder when you get a frankenface from skin cancer. So please, for the love of God, wear sunscreen. Rylie, stick around because as I promised, all the crazy bloopers from this recording, they're going to come down. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Sorry, I lost you. Give me 1 second, okay?
No worries.
The only place in my house where I can get even a tiny fucking piece of privacy is the farthest point away from the router. Okay, so
I feel you.
I'm sorry. Okay, so the last thing I remember hearing you say is you were explaining about the one where you were wearing the glasses and how it was getting bigger and closer to your eye.
Yeah. So I was let me think. Do what?
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna have to move. Hold on. Fuck.
Okay.
You can't even see me now, but that's okay. This is not about me. This is about you, and you are showing up perfectly.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. Oh, my mouse was in my pocket. Okay, I'm going to try so it's not glaring. Yes, hold on. Let me get a tray table. I know you're yawning. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Put the chair down. Okay, look, we're just going to make this one. Okay, I'm going to hit record again, okay?
Okay.
Oh, wait, it is recording. Shit. I'm just going to edit all that out. I'm just going to erase all that.
It's okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Rylie, this is my fucking life.
I feel you. Like, oh my God, it's my fucking nutshell.
It's just, goddamn, I need 1 second.
No, you need a fucking drink.
That too. Okay, so